Yeah, camera.
Okay, thank you everyone. Actually, thanks to the organizer for inviting me as well. So today very quickly, I'm going to be talking about the definition, like why 2019 would be the defining year for crypto regulations itself. So just a quick introduction about myself. I'm Herbert Sim. So right now, so I entered the industry in 2010, starting in research at Crypto Chain University. So I've been championing like decentralization of knowledge by compiling research papers on blockchain and cryptocurrency at Crypto Chain University. And in 2016, I actually founded the Bitcoin main brand to actually get the knowledge of Bitcoin more mainstream. And my prior positions, of course, are at Cryptology and World Global. And more recently, at the moment, I'm working at Broctagon Fintech Group. Later I'll be sharing more as well. So today, one thing we know for sure is technology shifts, pivots, and morphs at a much faster speed than laws and actually regulations are designed to move. Okay, this is like prevalent in countries all across the world. Governments and regulators alike are all struggling actually to regulate the technology sector. And blockchain and cryptocurrency itself is evolving and moving very, very fast. We're seeing new consensus algorithm happening every other month, from the likes of proof of work that Bitcoin is using, to right now there's POS that Ethereum is going to move into. We're looking at even more newer consensus algorithm like proof of space and time. Yeah, so just a quick brief history about crypto regulations. Yeah? This is something that you can read on at Medium article itself by Nick. So, but I'll just give a brief introduction. So, as we all know, Bitcoin was founded by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008. And very quickly, over a period of time, we are seeing a lot of regulators stepping into the industry because Bitcoin itself was stemmed from the likes of cypherpunk manifesto, whereby we are trying to champion privacy. Yeah. So the thing is, governments are actually stepping in as well to actually regulate and ensure that this sector is not something gone under the radar. So we are seeing like countries across the world, from Japan to US stepping in. We have the SEC right now also regulating the sector. But one of the important moves actually, most recently in December 2017, we see a blanket ban of Bitcoin itself in China, and then we see the whole market, going down as well, because from 2013 to 2017, China was actually the biggest trading volume for Bitcoin and crypto. Yeah, we are looking at about anywhere from 70% onwards. Yeah. So the thing now is we are also seeing a lot of progressive countries, first world financial hubs, that are actually looking to regulate the sector. So as Malcolm was mentioning, my speaker beside me, he was talking about Malta, stepping in as well. One of the very good points about Malta is because it's part of EU, and because of that, it's championing in blockchain, and that's why all the cryptocurrency projects are actually flocking there. But another country that the world is actually flocking to as well is Singapore, where we are right now as well. We have a very progressive monetary authority of Singapore itself. They're very pro-technology, and that is why I'm actually very proud to be a Singaporean as well. And because of that, we are seeing a lot of like new projects coming up every other month as well. Even exchanges setting up their headquarters in Singapore. Even the likes of Binance is moving into Singapore itself. So, move on. So, just to quickly reiterate what I mentioned earlier, technology has a really steep learning curve itself. Working in the blockchain exchange itself, I can one thing say for sure, it's one day in an exchange is almost like a month working in any other company. The pace whereby they're moving is so exponential. We're seeing the moment there's a regulation shift, the whole entire team will have to react accordingly to that new regulation. Yeah, which other company in the world, it's moving that kind of speed. Yeah, so we're looking at overlapping areas. So blockchain can cover anywhere from supply chain to even like fashion and more. Yeah, so in this case, we're looking at securities, commodities, and currencies itself. It's cross-border. So in the past, transferring money from the likes of America, if you want to send it to India, it will take weeks. You have to transfer your money from stocks, or if you want to convert it back to cash, it will take weeks as well. But with cryptocurrency, you can send money across borders. Right now, if you want to send money from America to Singapore, if you want to send through Bitcoin, it's literally in minutes. Yeah. So we're talking about right now crypto taxation itself. It's something that the governments are actually struggling with at the moment. It's something that's still on the grey lines. But that said, privacy-focused cryptocurrencies are actually very hard to track. Yeah. Which I'll explain more. So, but the times right now are changing. So, in US itself, we have presidential candidate Andrew Yang actually, pushing the whole cryptocurrency agenda. Like he just was, like if you see, he's wearing the hat meth because he's a direct opposite of Donald Trump. Yeah, because he's an Asian guy who likes meth. Yeah, okay, and the G20 members of countries are actually meeting in June this year to actually discuss a regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies itself. So it's progressing very quickly. And as we speak, even like Singapore has already went into, their first reading was actually in December last year to actually regulate cryptocurrencies, and actually in March was already we are seeing almost a full rollout already. Yeah. So we'll start off with United States. It's slow but reasonable. Like we are seeing, like SEC has really started regulating the sector with lawsuits ongoing with many different even exchanges. We're talking about even the likes of Coinbase or even Ripple. Yeah. So there's Howey Test, and there's a new framework for digital assets, which is very good, but it's still very slowly progressing. Yeah. And Europe is very, very progressive. We're talking about Malta, Gibraltar. There's the Gibraltar Stock Exchange, which actually even have their Gibraltar Blockchain Exchange called GBX. Yeah. And we're talking about France even. Last week they were holding their, it's a cryptocurrency blockchain summit as well. Germany and UK. Okay, I'm going to move slightly faster due to the lack of time. And then of course APAC, we're looking at Singapore, Australia, South Korea, China and India. China, there's right now a blanket ban, which is it's a pity because China is actually has a lot of creative and very, very innovative tech individuals as well. We've been talking about the likes of Alibaba, there's Jack Ma over there. And Singapore, Japan right now are actually leading in terms of big regulatory templates. Yeah. So to recap very quickly, maybe yes, you could take photos as well. Yeah, I'll move on. So right now the key trends we are looking at, as Malcolm mentioned also, we are looking at STOs. Merging of traditional finance with crypto finance itself. Yeah, I'll explain very quickly in the next couple of slides. Right now, here at Broctagon Fintech Group, we have a revolutionary product that's set to bridge both the Forex guys and crypto. Yeah. So what we have is actually the daily trading volume of Forex is 5 trillion, whereas crypto is only 5 billion. That's 1,000 difference. So the thing is, we here at Broctagon with Nexus, it's a platform itself where we're going to offer all these Forex traders crypto CFDs. So like I mentioned earlier, with this you can actually use Bitcoin or USDT to actually buy Apple stock or Tesla stock, or if you want to buy gold or any commodities or indices, you can do it as well, all using this platform. So if you are a trader, a daily trader, you would know the importance of porting your money across borders, across platforms. Example, if you're investing in stock, you want to quickly catch the wave and transfer your money into Bitcoin, for example. There is no such method at the moment, but however with Nexus you can actually do that. It's one bridge and you can actually do the whole transaction in minutes. Yeah. So like I mentioned very quickly, so this one, take photos, that's good. Okay, so I'll move on very quickly. So our advantage is Nexus itself is a Cyprus regulated by the Cyprus SEC itself. So it's an advantage that no other platform out there can offer as well. And we pool liquidity from the top 10 exchanges. And okay, very quickly, so just covering my last few slides, we provide even leverage of up to 10 times, something that other platforms cannot do as well. Yeah, so we do fiat, crypto, and stable coins. Yes. Okay, my time is up. Thank you.